Mashtots Park, the situation has escalated. The tent put up by the protesters, who have decided to now hold round-the-clock demonstrations, has been forcibly taken down by the police.
If the police statement says that there was adequate warning, the demonstrators say there wasn't. That's for me actually the principal question. I'm not at liberty to say now exactly what kind of threat this tent poses. It is a bit of a grey zone.
Carel Hofstra is the deputy head of the Yerevan office of the OSCE, which is involved in improving policing methods through trainings and other events. The work is important because it's an election year and nobody wants a repetition of the violence from the last presidential election in March 2008.
The demonstration is passive, the activists are not aggressive, they're making their case peacefully. This requires a peaceful police presence, also passive. We've seen quite a high level of communication between the police and the demonstrators.
A big obstacle that OSCE faces in its police development work is the lack of trust of the public in the police. According to a 2011 survey conducted by the Caucasus Resources Research Centers, only 7% of Armenians fully trust the police. OSCE has its work cut out, as do the officers.
Not necessarily does the public always treat the police as the guarantors of public order and their security. Even a small thing somewhere on the street, whatever, Abovian, if there's a small provocation by a couple of young kids and it's mishandled, or the reaction is not as adequate as it should be, then part of the trust tends to go already.
But according to Hofstra, civilians also need to accept that there are certain things police need to do as part of their job, and that the behavior of the police is affected by their own behavior as well.
So if a protester, demonstrates passively by just lying there, is taken away, then that's not, that happens. I mean, that's part of the policing, I think, task. Of course, it needs a provocateur to do the provocation, which is also not good, obviously. I mean, don't provoke the police.
Nairi Avanesian, CivilNet.